We were almost sideways. Good thing I did it twice to make sure. Otherwise, you'd be looking at me sideways. Okay, so today is only the 12th of February. But since I won't be around to record a video on the 14th, we're going to get started with Valentine's Day a couple of days early. I've been sitting on these CDs for like 3 or 4 months now. When I first started playing Captain Wayne shows, one of the sets that I found was this set of Valentine's Day songs, and I was going to play them a long time ago, and I thought, no, I can hold out. I can hold out to the real Valentine's Day time. And it wasn't easy, but I did it. We made it to February 12th anyway. But like I said, yesterday, this will be up by the 14th, which I guess is really what counts. And we missed this light. Well, we missed the left turn arrow, put it that way. I'm debating on whether to stop and get gas this morning, tonight, or tomorrow morning. Kind of leaning towards this morning. That way, tomorrow I can just go straight home. But I could just go straight home this morning. We'll see how traffic is. For some reason, when I recorded this Captain Wayne show, the Mad Music Hour, Mad Music Show by now, started out as a Mad Music Hour. But for some reason, when I recorded this one, it got spread out over 4 different CDs. Normally I'd put, because he does it in 3 20-part segments, 20-minute segments. 2 3 20-minute segments. Does that make sense? Because he does an hour. He used to do an hour. Then he upped it to 2 hours. And each segment is about 20 minutes long. Everybody's racing up to this red light. I should have just laid back and gone in front of all of them. I could have done that too. Anyway, what I was getting at is I'm going to probably have to change, I know I'm going to have to change CDs 20 minutes after I start the first one. There's a 20-minute segment on the first CD, then the next CD's got 2 20-minute segments, which makes up the first hour. And then tomorrow we'll do it all over again. Because I think the second hour was recorded the same way. But it don't really matter to you because you don't see anything, you just hear it. You will hear me take a break in a little bit to change the CD. So I should probably start now, in case I decide to just go straight home. let me get up here on the freeway and I'll push the play button. It's been a while since we've heard Captain Wayne. He's not the most animated celebrity or animated disc jockey, whatever you want to call him. It's not like Dr. Demento, where Dr. Demento is like full of knowledge and ready to, be real excited about what he's playing. Captain Wayne's kind of laid back and, all right, well, this is what I found out about this song. This is what I found out about that song. We haven't heard from Captain Wayne since Christmas. I just realized that. That was the last Captain Wayne show, so it's been a good 6 weeks. Are you ready? A lot of people forget that Valentine's Day does have I don't know what you call it, mascot. Like Christmas has Santa Claus, and Easter has the Easter Bunny, New Year's has Father Time and Baby New Year. Thanksgiving has a turkey. Halloween has ghosts and pumpkins and all that. Well, Valentine's Day is represented by Dan Cupid. How appropriate.
Valentine's Day 2005, actually released on February the 19th. It's a 6-part podcast of some mad music and silly stuff brought to you each week on the madmusicarchive.com. I be your host, Captain Wayne.
Captain's log, star date 9522.6. I've never trusted Klingons, and I never will.
If you're wondering why I'm still doing this, even though it's a week late, because it's long past Valentine's Day, it's because a lot of these songs are my favorites. And when you request something, I'll play it. Each week I play requests for the strangest and most fun recordings ever laid down on one particular topic. And then we have a top 3 countdown of the most requested songs for the week. You can make your request to Wayne at themadmusicarchive.com. You can post a message in one of the forums on our website at madmusicarchive.com. Or you can call our toll-free 800 number, 1-800-689-8312. So please give us a call. We might play your request on the show. That's 1-800-689-8312. And of course, this week's topic, VD. No, not venereal disease, but Valentine's Day. But before we get started on that, I have a timely little song from Bob Rivers.
Put a
That was Bob Rivers with Cheney's Got a Gun, and you can hear that on BobRivers.com, and there's also a flash cartoon of it. Definitely go out and check it out. It is kind of funny, and for him to get that out in only a couple of days, I am impressed. And now let's get on to our real topic of Valentine's Day, on love and girlfriends and boyfriends and all the things around that.
Why should I love you any more in the middle of February than I would on, say, August 21st? I mean, to me, every day with you is Valentine's Day.
So in other words, you forgot to buy me a card.
That's what I'm saying.
Remember when we used to hold each other close and gaze so deeply in each other's eyes? Remember how I said I'd never let you go, and how you swore you'd never tell me lies? You do? Well, all I remember is waves nonchalantly squash my heart just like a cockroach on the floor. All I remember is the happiness I felt the day I finally kicked your skank ass out the door. Remember when you were the best part of my life, the reason I got up to face the day. trying to feel you in the dark. Easy road to York, right to easy home to pork. Running, it's not bad, right to funneling, my fun wreck. I pay and change your name to Shelly Hunt. Hey, remember when your latest was stopping me? They left you for a night to be so fast. Remember when you called me something on the phone and begging to forgive you for your past? You do well. All I remember is elaborate so-push letters after taking an electric shock or two. I'd rather some people might wear you like going to take a death march down memory lane with you. Now please don't think I want to be your friend now. I'd rather see each other in a song. But if only you ain't right with backstabbing heartless tramp, I'd have a great idea for a song. Yeah, if only you ain't right with Winnebago driving whore, I'd have a great idea for a song. Yeah, if only you ain't right with worthless cheating, lurid, butt ugly, final sucking, skanky, smelly, slutty waste of flesh, fat, and bone that makes you want to donate my entire life savings to NASA in the hopes that someday they'll make a time machine and I can retroactively give your parents blocks of condoms. I have a great idea for a song.
That was Worm Quartet with Great Idea for a Song, the uncensored version, mainly because I think the censors are a little too strict these days. I played that for Jace McLean in Germantown, Tennessee, and Peter Chuck of East Rutherford, New Jersey. And before that, the Cowsills' Love American Style for Danny Duncan in Anaheim, California. And next up, A Sweet Little Blossom of Mine by Henry Phillips.
You are the blossom, I am the vine. You are the blossom, I am the vine. Sweet little blossom of mine, hanging on the vine, extracting all the nutrients from inside. Sweet little blossom of mine. You are the oyster, I am the pearl. You are the oyster, I am the pearl. Sweet little oyster of mine, irritating you inside, covering me with your mucus-like substance until I shine. Sweet little oyster of mine. I am the host organism. You are the unicellular dinoflagellate algae. I am the host organism. You are the unicellular dinoflagellate algae. Sweet little unicellular dinoflagellate algae of mine, letting me use your chloroplast and I can photosynthesize, providing me with carbon in exchange from the nutrients you obtain from my catabolic pathways. Sweet little unicellular dinoflagellate algae of mine. You are the Commonwealth of Independent States. I am the United States Agency for International Development. You are the Commonwealth of Independent States. I am the United States Agency for International Development. Sweet little Commonwealth of Independent States of mine, helping you to recover from your decline, expending $2.5 billion in financial assistance to help reinvigorate your economy and stabilize your ruble. Sweet little Commonwealth of Independent States of mine. You are the Elvis, I am the Colonel Parker. You are the Elvis, I'm the Colonel Parker. Sweet little Elvis of mine, right there by your side, pulling your bloated 250-pound cocaine and barbiturate saturated body out of the bathtub to keep you from drowning in a puddle of your own vomit. Sweet little Elvis of mine. Sweet little Elvis of mine. Sweet little Commonwealth of Independent States of mine. Sweet little unicellular dinoflagellate algae of mine. Sweet little oyster of mine. Sweet little blossom of mine.
Like you might surrender to some dragon in your dreams. Give me
salvation for your dirty love. Your dirty love. Give me your dirty love. Like some tacky little pamphlet in your daddy's bottom drawer. Give me your dirty love. I don't believe you've never seen his book before. I don't need no consolation. I don't want your reservation. I only got one destination, and that's your dirty love. Your dirty love. Like your mama make her fuzzy poodle-doo. Give me your dirty love, the way your mama make that nasty poodle-chew. I'll ignore your cheap aroma and your little bo-peep diploma. I'll just put you in a coma with some dirty love. Some dirty love. That dirty love. That dirty dog. Right. Come on, Bridget, to this marriage. Right. Come on, Bridget, to this marriage. Right. Come on, Bridget, to this marriage. Right. Come on, Bridget, to not a speck of cereal. Right. Come on, Bridget, to never put the best of my dog. Right. Come on, Bridget.
City Kazoo Orchestra with Whole Lotta Love. And before that, Frank Zappa with Dirty Love. And before that, Henry Phillips' Sweet Little Blossom of Mine. And on to one of my favorites, I haven't heard it in a while, The Clams, Close to You.
kind of bird suddenly appeared every time I come near. Just like you, they long to be close to me. Why the stars fall down from the sky every time I walk by. Just like you, they long to be close to me. On the day that I was born, the angels got together, decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled gold dust in my hair, starlight in my eyes so blue. And that's why all the girls in town follow me all around. Just like you, they long to be close to me. Yes, sir. On the day that I was born, the angels got together, decided to create a dream come true. So they sprinkled moon dust in my hair, and starlight, a whole lot of moon dust there, that's enough moon dust. And that's why all the boys in town follow the boys. That's silly, the boys wouldn't follow me, would they? Just like you, they long to be close to me. Kill yourself. Yes, sir.
Close to You by the Clams. Well, that brings us to the end of part 1, and we'll be back with part 2 in just a moment.
Alright, so now I gotta switch CDs like I told you. There's gonna be a moment. So this is not quite, but almost 15 years ago. He was a little late with the Valentine's Day show 15 years ago. And as for that Temple City Kazoo Orchestra rendition of A Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin, I'm sorry about that if it hurt your ears. For a while back in the 80s, there was a thing about deconstructing classic songs like that using nothing but kazoos. I don't know if it's really held up over the years. Now it's just kind of annoying. Back then it was kind of funny. Oh yeah, let's do Led Zeppelin with kazoos. Oh well, who am I to judge, right?
The phone company sent me a nice Valentine. It says, why not phone her on the day? Speed Cupid's dart without delay. P.S. Send a check for this delight and we cut your service off tonight.
I'd only ever kissed before. You mean cheating? I thought there's no use getting into heavy petting. It only leads to trouble and seat wetting. Now all I want to know is how to go. I've tasted blood and I want more. I'll put up no resistance. I want to stay the distance. I've got an itch to scratch. I need a I wanna be dirty. Fill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Touch it, touch it, touch it, touch me. I wanna be dirty. Fill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night. Oh, touch it, touch it, touch it, touch me. I wanna be dirty. Fill me, chill me, fulfill me. Creature of the night.
Creature of the night. Creature of the night.
And Touch It, Touch It, Touch Me. Yes, Janet Weiss from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Played that for Carl Chip in Hammond, California. Also one of my favorites. You've probably heard something about that, one of my earlier shows. And next up, a couple of requests from Spike Jones and Stan Freeberg.
Delight to be given the right to be carefree and gay once again. No longer slinking, respectably drinking like civilized ladies and men.
No longer need we this, a charming scene like this. In some secluded rendezvous that overlooks the avenue, we're somewhat sharing a delight, chatting of this and that, cocktails for two, as we enjoy a cigarette to some exquisite chansonette. Heads are sure to slyly meet beneath the serviette, with cocktails for two. My head may go reeling, but my heart will be obedient, with intoxicating kisses for the principal ingredients. So steady afternoon at 5, we'll be so glad we're both alive. Then maybe fortune will complete the plan that all began with cocktail fun.
John? Marty? John? Marcia? John? Marcia? John? Marcia? Oh, Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia. John. Marcia.
Stan Freberg with John and Marcia. And before that, Spike Jones and his City Slickers with Cocktails for Two. Both of those requested by Stephen Green in Austin, Texas. I did receive a lot of requests for different songs for this topic, Valentine's Day, and I couldn't play them all. But I'll play as many as I can. I actually have 40 songs on this week's playlist. And one of the more requested, but not requested enough for the top 3, is Tom Lehrer.
Another familiar type of love song is the passionate or fiery variety, usually in tango tempo, in which the singer exhorts his partner to haunt him and taunt him, and, if at all possible, to consume him with a kiss of fire. This particular illustration of this genre is called the masochism tango. For the touch of your lips, dear, but much more for the touch of your whips, dear. You can raise welts like nobody else as we dance to the masochism tango. Let our love be a flame, not an ember. Say it's me that you want to dismember. Blacken my eye, set fire to my tie as we dance to the masochism tango. At your command, before you here I stand, my heart is in my hand. Ugh. It's here that I must be. My heart entreats, just hear those savage beats, and go put on your cleats, and come and travel me. Your heart is hard as stone or mahogany, that's why I'm in such exquisite agony. My soul is on fire, it's aflame with desire, which is why I perspire when we tango. You caught my nose in your left castanet, love. I can feel the pain yet, love, every time I hear drums. And I envy the rose that you held in your teeth, love, with the thorns underneath, love, sticking into your gums. Cast a spell that bewitches. The last time I needed 20 stitches to sew up the gash that you made with your lash as we dance to the masochism tango. Bash in my brain and make me scream with pain, then kick me once again and say we'll never part. I know too well I'm underneath your spell, so darling, if you smell something burning, it's my heart. Excuse me. Take your cigarette from its holder and burn your initials in my shoulder. Fracture my spine and swear that you're mine as we dance to the masochism tango.
Love destroy and yet create. Nothing before love will ever be the same after it.
Late at night, before I go to bed, I see your face in front of me. It would be ecstasy if I could feel your hair and touch you everywhere. If I were locked in the closet with you, can you imagine it? Just you and I alone, and you could make me groan. Just hit my funny bone. I'd blow into your ear and other places, dear, while I am locked in the closet with you. And though we cannot see, that makes it fun to guess what I am touching now as you start to undress. Yes, that must be your nose sniffing my eye. I think my zipper's caught onto your thigh. Help, I can't find you, dear. I lost you near the skirts. Now all I feel are pants, sweaters and undershirts. I feel the vacuum cleaner right beneath my toes. Whoops, I just flicked the switch. There went my pantyhose. Oh my, I hear a crash. What was that awful noise? You say you've just been hit by falling Tinker toys. But now I found you, dear. I think you'll be okay. You say you're dizzy, but I won't let that stand in the way. Locked in the closet with you is where I long to be. Don't think I'm crazy, cause there's nothing wrong with me. Cause there is just one place we can play whoop-de-doo, and that is locked in the closet with you.
One more love song. I generally like to include at least one or two love songs in the evening's program, partly perhaps to convince people that even at the Harvard University Graduate School, that hotbed of celibacy that I used to call home, we did have our moments. This one is a tender ballad entitled simply, I Hold Your Hand in Mine. I hold your hand in mine, dear. I press it to my lips. I take a healthy bite from your dainty fingertips. My joy would be complete, dear, if you were only here. But still I keep your hand as a precious souvenir. The night you died, I cut it off. I really don't know why. For now, each time I kiss it, I get blood stains on my tie. I'm sorry now I killed you, for our love was something fine. Until they come to get me, I shall hold your hand in mine. You know, of all the songs I've ever sung, that is the one I've had the most requests not to.
Tom Lehrer in I Hold Your Hand in Mine, the live version of that song. Before that, Sulu with Locked in the Closet with You, and before that, another song by Tom Lehrer, the Masochism Tango, one of my favorites. And now a little bit of Valentine's Day oddness, John Hartford.
Hey babe, I want a boogie. Boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey babe, I want a boogie. Boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie over here, we can boogie over there. Come on, babe, we can boogie everywhere. Hey babe, I want a boogie. Boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey babe, you want a boogie? Boogie woogie woogie with me. Hey babe, you want a boogie? Boogie woogie woogie with me. We can boogie in the house, we can boogie in the yard. Come on, baby, it ain't very hard. Hey babe, I want a boogie woogie woogie with me.
boogie woogie woogie with me? Oh, we can boogie in the living room, boogie in the den. Come on, baby, let's do it all again. Hey, baby, I wanna boogie. A boogie woogie woogie with me. Boogie woogie woogie with me.
I find you pompous, judgmental, and completely self-absorbed. Would you be my friend?
Breaking my heart, you turn it apart, so f*** you. All I wanna do is have a good time. Now I'm blue. You want boogaloo, run down the trails, have a dance or two. Ooh, you're breaking my heart, you turn it apart, but f*** you. Breaking my heart, you turn it apart. You stepped on my ass, you're breaking my glasses too. You wanna drive my car, ride out a star. I've had enough of you. I'm going insane. There's no one to blame, so f*** you. You got out your way. There's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to do. Oh, you're breaking my heart. You're tearing it apart, so f*** you. Gotta have your way. There's nothing left to say. There's nothing left to do. You're breaking my heart. Tearing it apart, but I love you.
And Nilsson with You're Breaking My Heart. Before that, John Hartford with Boogie. That's the end of segment 2, and we'll be back with segment 3 in just a moment.
Alright. I gotta figure out how to park here. Everybody else is blocking me out, so now I gotta block other people out. There. That'll work. I'll be back momentarily. Kind of chilly out there. I think this is probably going to be about a $30 fill up. Nice looking woman over there. Nice long silky hair. Oh, come on. And she got back in her car. I was going to show her to you, but she got back in her car after she put her nozzle in the tank. Oh, we're done. What did I tell you? I said $30 fill up. There's the proof. Well, this guy has to get right behind me. There's no other pumps. Huh? You gotta get behind me, huh? Well, guess what? I'm not hurrying to get out of here. Where's my keys? Oh, yeah, here they are. Stupid ass. All kinds of pumps that are open. This guy has to pull up behind me. Okay, now I'll let you get gas, since you left it up to me. Alright, we better start this next segment or we won't get through it.
And welcome back to segment 3 of this week's show. And here's Laurel and Hardy.
Now, let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you. Keep the love light burning in your eyes, so blue. Let me call you sweetheart. I'm in love with you.
But Valentine's Day always makes me think of my best girlfriend, Louise. What a kid. She had the biggest buck teeth I ever saw. First time I took her in my arms, she kissed me and plucked my eyebrows at the same time.
Saturday night, my roommate's gone out. She's spending the night with her boyfriend. I'll call out for pizza and open a beer. I could go out, but I guess I'll stay here. 'Cause I'm too shy to talk, too clumsy to dance. I'm sitting here searching for online romance. Boot up the map, click on the net, carefully browse through the news groups. Mormons and pagans and Orthodox Jews. Here's one for folks who've transcended abuse. There's Batman, there's Bigfoot, there's Beavis and Butthead, fun scientists who go barefoot, hackers and movies and golfers and geeks who haven't been out of the house in 2 weeks. Too shy to talk, too clumsy to dance. Perhaps they're all searching for online romance. too clumsy to dance, sitting there searching for online romance. Here's one for parents who can't abide Barney. Here's one for people who love lingerie. Here's one for gents who have altered their gender. Here's one for folks who eat spam every day. Earthquake survivors, racing car drivers, fractals and monks who like spanking, men who've been wrongfully locked up in jail. Guess I'll try posting to fans of Jam and Well. Too shy to come, too clumsy to dance, sitting here searching for online romance, staring in glassy eyes lost in a trance, sitting here searching for online romance, sitting here searching for online romance.
That was Holly Tannen with Online Romance. And before that, Laurel and Hardy and Let Me Call You Sweetheart, a nice little short bit that they did a while back. And here comes another one by Sulu.
I do with all my might. I love the way they snuggle up beside my body at night. For when you wrap them around my ankles, I just squirm and I squeal. And then I ask myself if what is happening is for real. I feel your toes begin to scratch, and so I ask them to detach. But yet I find they didn't catch the statement that I made to them. They're still attached to me. And so I'm helpless now, you see. Your toes are all in love with me. And if I do convince the pinkies that it's rude to invade, I've solved the problem, yet I still got 8 more toes to persuade that I would like my liberty. Why can't your toes listen to me? Now if I sent out for a tow truck, it would make you upset. But when your toes all take advantage of me, I really get quite agitated and frustrated and impatient. But yet, I love your toes, I love your toes, I love your 10 tiny toes. I love your toes, I love your toes, I love your toes.
Nobody's gonna go out with me.
Have you asked anybody yet?
No, but who would? I don't even have any good skills.
What do you mean?
You know, like nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills. Girls only want boyfriends who have great skills.
But you gonna sing now?
Okay, I'm gonna sing now.
I knew that.
Pretend it's Rogers or Hammerstein or something.
I don't know the words.
Yeah, here's the lyrics.
Hey, what's this music?
I don't know, it just comes from the ceiling when I need it. A dead frog in the middle of the road that's smashed into nothing but a pavement stain.
You know, this is messed
There's a
up.
better chance of giving her what she needs, telling you it's eating up my brain. A piece of fish in a box that's sitting in the freezer section of your local superstore. There's a better chance of making her happy now. I'm going nuts if I'm making it more. I'm insane, my brain's right. I'm gone mad and why? I'm insane, my mind's gone. Let me tell you what's going on. So let me forget to quadriplegic because of the good sex. Lives in a cardboard box, floppers on itself, baby, that's good sex. So let me forget to quadriplegic because of the good sex. She picked up my hand because she couldn't find herself, and baby, that's good sex.
Yeah, good.
A busted chair that's sitting in the dump that's covered with vomit instead of me. And giving her the very thing she wants, and I hear them asking what's bothering me.
I'm supposed to sing with
Sucking off
this.
meat in septic tanks that floats all around in the sea and try. It's better than me, a band, and I'm doing real good if I'm just but a waste of time. I'm insane, my brain's died, I'm going mad and I'm taking it fine.
quadriplegic because of the good sex.
She wants to get married right now for graduation and good sex. Let's do it.
I lost my mind now, let's have a cow. I lost my mind now for good sex. I lost my mind now, didn't need it anyhow. Doing a dead cow, good sex. Parking a piranha is better than Madonna. Now I think I wanna have good sex. Just need a doorknob or a hairy dead slob or a 1985 sex.
All the dead bugs got to with hard cuts have gotta be better than me.
You're right.
When it comes to the horizontal hokey, can't you see what's eating at me? The glass of liberated horny toes, stop with things. I've got a better chance with her. Well, I never would in a million years. Now tell you now, but I think I'm worth. I'm insane, my brain died. I go there and I'll tell you why. I'm insane, my life's gone. Let me tell you what's going on.
Left for a destitute quadriplegic because of the good sex.
Lives in a cardboard box, lockers on himself, baby, that's good sex.
Yeah, keep up.
She left me for a destitute quadriplegic because of the good sex. She picked up on him cause she couldn't find herself, and baby, that's good sex.
You know, this is messed up,
She
dude.
left me for a destitute quadriplegic because of the good sex.
I'm sick of this.
Loves the quadriplegic, can't control his dolls, and baby, that's good sex.
Okay.
For a destitute quadriplegic because of the good sex.
Yeah.
Once I get married right now before he gets away, baby, that's good sex.
Alright. Any more?
No, man, I couldn't think any other way to end it.
Well, that's good.
Shut up.
Ah, shit. I hit the wrong button. I screwed that up. I was trying to see how much time was left, and I ended up hitting the next button, which took us back to the beginning of the CD. So now I'm quickly trying to get to the place where we just left off. I think we're going to end up having to take a little detour to hear everything. Alright, now I know where we are.
Baby, that's good sex.
That was Mr. Zip, and she left me for a destitute quadriplegic because of the good sex. Well, nobody requested that one, but I happen to like it. It's a great little bit of weirdness. And of course, before that, Sulu and I Love Your Toes. And we haven't heard from Weird Al yet, so let's play one of his. Here's Good Enough for Now.
Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, honey, you're the why my love for you is fairly strong. And I swear I'm never gonna leave you, darling, at least till something better comes along. 'Cause you're sort of everything I ever wanted. You're not perfect, but I love you anyhow. You're the woman that I've always dreamed of. Well, not really, but you're good enough for now. No, not really, but you're good enough for now. Making love in a Subaru, that's what I wanna do with you. We can always feel around the steering wheel. There seems to be so much that we can do. An alibi that I will not allow is when you tell me that you don't know how. 'Cause it's just like being in bed. All your clothing you must shed. You can stick them in the glove box for now. Don't try to tell me it's a sin. Just lie back, I'll put a hickey on your chin. When you act this indiscreet, creating so much body heat, the tachometer will nearly start to spin. And now let us lie between the sheets, and thank heaven for reclining bucket seats. Don't judge that, for goodness sake. You'll release the parking brake. We'll both start to roll down the street. Yipes! Now I'm gonna try to lock your door. Wait a minute, now I'm feeling sore. It's not that I'm not able, something sticking in my navel. Oh my gosh, it's the floor on the floor. Ouch! Pigeons overhead flying high, hovering above us in the sky. Now I'm feeling ill at ease. Oh my darling, would you please close the summer? Something just fell in my eye. Yuck! You say that something's pinching at your feet. Hey, look what you just found. Oh, ain't that neat? It's my roach limb and my bong. They've been missing for so long. All this time they must have been beneath the seat. Now you're suffocating and I'm waterlogged. Oh, all the windows are beginning to get fogged. So my dear, with your consent, I'll open up the flow-through vent. I only hope it also isn't clogged. There are other things that we can do, but only if you're tired of getting scratched. Honk the horn real good and you'll wake the neighborhood, and they'll have a marvelous view. Making love in a Subaru, my friend, making love in a Subaru.
And another one from back in the 80s, Damascus and Making Love in a Subaru. Before that, Weird Al, Good Enough for Now, requested by Randy Ripley in Blaine, Minnesota, and Joel Singer in Los Alamitos, California. And here's Guy Marks.
From the hotel sheets in downtown Plunkettville, the Beacon Broadcasting Company presents the music of Pete DeAngelis and his loyal Plunkettvilleanians. Here in the beautiful gold, yellow, copper, steel, iron ballroom of the hotel sheets in downtown Plunkettville, overlooking the uptown section of downtown Bobstown. Stay with us, won't you, and enjoy the sweetest music this side of the Monongahela River. 1 mile high, 2 1/2 blocks from the center of old New Orleans. Ah, there's gaiety, merriment, and dancing in the hotel sheets nightly. Now, to get things underway, Pete and his loyal banditos play a medley of old standard favorites, commencing with Your Red Scarf Matches Your Eyes, Close Cover Before Striking, Your Father Had the Shipfitter Blues, and Loving You Has Made Me Bananas. This beautiful picture and lovely lyric portrayed vocally by Dickie Ryan. Oh, your red scarf matches your eyes. You closed your cover before striking. Father had the shipfitter blues. Loving you has made me bananas. Oh, your red scarf matches your eyes. You closed your cover before striking. Father had the shipfitter blues. Loving you has made me bananas.
Oh, you burned your finger that evening while my back was turned. I asked the waiter for iodine, but I dined all alone.
Your ring stop matches your eyes. You close your cover before striking. Father had a ship bitter blue. Loving you has made me bananas.
Oh, you burned your finger that evening while my back was turned. I asked the waiter for iodine, but I dined all alone. Oh, your red scarf matches your eyes. You closed your cover before striking. Your father had the blues. Loving you has made me bananas.
Guy Marks and Loving You Has Made Me Bananas. I was glad I could play that one this week. That was requested back for our food show, and I just didn't have time to slip it in. So this week it did fit very well. Well, that's the end of our first hour, and we'll be back with our second hour in just a moment.
Well, didn't quite have enough road under our wheels to hear all of that, but we managed. So there's day one of Valentine's Day. Sorry, Chad. Oh no! Yeah, oh yeah. While that song was playing, it switched from 7:43 to 7:44. So I was watching it. I was watching. I was going, oh, Chad's gonna be so upset. Oh well. Better luck tomorrow. Trying to find the 3 on the control knob, but I can't find it. It's because it's so dark. There's a 3 down there. Can you see it there? Try and get it centered. Right there. Center screen for you, Chad. There's a 3. So deuces. Peace out. Peace tea out. IBC root beer out. 10-4 over and out. 10:45 and out. Bye. Cuh.